Lehman Brothers risk analysis program was considered a model on Wall Street. I mean, it was brilliantly conceived of. The problem was it was simply ignored. You have to understand, you're talking about Dick Foltz. Dick Foltz made his fortune at Lehman Brothers. He was a billionaire. So if you say, well, I think he had it wrong, he'd ask you, are you a billionaire? Have you made $1 billion trading? I have, and he had.
In the years leading up to the crisis, everything, the financial health of Lehman Brothers could not have been better, at least on paper.
They expanded the use of their toxic derivatives, and the ratio of lending expanded. In 2008, Lehman's was massively leveraged.
Lehman Brothers had one of the highest leverage ratios in American financial institutions. A leverage ratio is a ratio of your debt to your equity. Another word for equity is capital. Its ratio, depending on the exact time, was 30 to 40 to 1. In other words, for every dollar of supposed capital it had $30 to $40 in debt.
Lehman became the focus of worldwide attention because they were perceived as the next weakest link. They were the next domino to fall.
So Lehman engaged in a scheme, an accounting scheme, to make it look better. And what they did was involved what was called Repo 105.
This was something that Lehman used every quarter to hide some of the borrowed money. You see, Lehman would borrow money and they would pledge securities that they had as collateral. At the end, it was $50 billion each quarter. They would borrow $50 billion and they would give $50 billion in collateral, but they would actually say that this was a sale. This was not a pledge for a loan, but this was a sale of those assets for $50 billion. And they would treat the $50 billion not as debt, but as cash that they just got. And by doing that and using that cash to pay down still other debt, they could materially, significantly move that leverage ratio down.